Welcome everyone to Marvel Hub. This is DK Dynamite, back with another theory here on the channel today. So shout out to MLM Gotham over on Twitter, or Nate, for tweeting this out. It appears to be Thanos killing War Machine or Rhodey in the comics when the Avengers go toe-to-toe against Thanos. I think the point he was trying to make with this 4-picture collage is that Rhodey's Air Force logo is emphasized quite a bit on the new War Machine armor that will be worn in Avengers Endgame. I believe that's the international poster for the film, as it's in a different language, but that's not to show that the Air Force logo hasn't been on the War Machine armor before. So shout out to Drew, or Agent York F12, who also replied trying to figure out what the point was of this tweet, since the Air Force logo can also be seen on previous iterations of the War Machine armor that was featured in Avengers Age of Ultron, Civil War, Infinity War, and that's a great point, but I think the fact that it's emphasized even more on the Endgame armor could honestly mean that Rhodey will meet his demise in Avengers Endgame, which is kind of a scary thought, but there's no word as of right now if anybody has renewed their contracts post Avengers Endgame. And what I mean by that is characters like the Avengers, the Core 6, or anyone else that really does make it seem like it'll be the last time we see that character in Avengers Endgame. We know the Guardians are returning, we know Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Spider-Man, we know all these characters will be back post the end of Phase 3. But in terms of the original Avengers, as of right now, it just looks like Black Widow has her movie coming out, and there's no word if Hawkeye, Iron Man, Thor, Cap will ever be returning to the MCU after Avengers Endgame, which either means they're gonna die, be written off. We just don't know who's renewed their contract or not, but Don Cheadle definitely isn't an actor that's confirmed that he has signed on for any more Marvel movies after Avengers Endgame. And what's interesting to point out about this is that we of course have the Disney Plus TV shows, which are rumored to feature a lot of familiar characters. We're going to have a series for Loki, a series for Vision and Scarlet Witch, a series for Hawkeye apparently. So if that's the case, then we can obviously see a character like Hawkeye make an appearance in one of these shows. But in terms of the core Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, we know Chris Hemsworth and Taika Waititi, I believe his name is, are both interested in doing another Thor sequel, since Ragnarok was the first time they've worked together on a Thor movie, so kind of leaves it open for more Thor sequels in the future. But at the same time, it kind of sucks because they kind of revitalized the character of Thor in Ragnarok, and honestly they could do a whole trilogy on this revitalized version of Thor, which will work out just fine with the same team on board that did Ragnarok. And the likes of that happening are just not too bright right now, just because it just makes more sense to write off some of these OG characters in Avengers Endgame, where if they're going to kill them off, they're going to sacrifice themselves. It makes sense to do that in a film like Endgame, as opposed to doing another trilogy for that character after this big finale to the MCU, at least for the first 3 phases. So let me know what you think of this down below in the comments. I think it's safe to say that we won't hear any news about who's going to be signing on for future Marvel films until after Endgame is released, just to avoid spoilers, of course, for who's gonna die and who's not. But it would be really sad to see Rhodey go. He's been an OG since Iron Man 1, even though Don Cheadle didn't step into the role until Iron Man 2. He's still been around for quite a while, since 2010, so nearly 9 years of playing War Machine. It's been a fantastic time seeing him take over the role after Terrence Howard still performed pretty well in the first Iron Man, but I think Don Cheadle really stepped up to the plate and did an even better job portraying Rhodey. But if Stark dies and Rhodey dies, that's gonna be pretty damn depressing, because the dynamic duo from Iron Man 2 will both be gone from the MCU after Phase 3, which will definitely suck. But in terms of mimicking the events from the comics, the Russo brothers definitely like paying tribute to the comics by providing Easter eggs and references and vague foreshadowing that mimics the comics here and there, but they do like creating their own storyline. So they're probably not gonna have Thanos punch a hole through Rhodey in the film, but he may die in a similar way. Maybe Thanos will punch him in the gut. Maybe it'll dramatically just hurt him or damage his armor permanently in the film. But we know Rhodey is, of course, already paralyzed, so I'm not sure what that would do exactly, but that could end up killing him. It could be a fatal blow towards the end of the final act for Avengers Endgame, but I think he could die in many other heroic ways as well. Or once Tony dies, Rhodey then goes in to sacrifice himself to hold him off for some reason. We just never know, but I don't think the Russo brothers will just kill him off just like that. But we never know. After seeing Loki die in the first 5 minutes of Infinity War, anything is possible. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn notifications on to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Marvel news and information. And peace out, everyone.
The work is done. I won. What I'm about to do, I'm gonna enjoy it. Very, very much.
Tickets on sale now.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
Infinity War was nuts. But this one is going to be our finest hour.
We're in the end game now.
Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures. These are the highest stakes that the Avengers have ever faced.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Every time you think Marvel's pulled every single trick out of the bag, they actually saved the best stuff for this one.
This is the end of the fireworks show, the grand finale.
The storytelling is insane. You just don't know what to expect.
I guarantee you there is no way anybody could guess what's going to happen.
We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this.
Tickets on sale now.
The work is done. I won. What I'm about to do, I'm gonna enjoy it. Very, very much.
Tickets on sale now.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
Infinity War was nuts. But but this one
Is going to be your finest hour.
We're in the end game now.
Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures. These are the highest stakes that the Avengers have ever faced.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Every time you think Marvel's pulled every single trick out of the bag, they actually saved the best stuff for this one.
This is the end of the fireworks show, the grand finale.
The storytelling is insane. You just don't know what to expect.
I guarantee you there is no way anybody could guess what's going to happen.
We're the Avengers. We got to finish this.
Tickets on sale now.